Hi there, BattleTech and Mech Warrior fans. Welcome back to another video. I hope you've had a great festive period and Happy New Year. This is a video that I was not asked to do, but there was a comment on one of my videos from probably about 2 or 3 years ago, just saying, how do you actually play BattleTech? And it's not a rules video, by the way. So it assumes you know how to play a BattleTech. You're a beginner or an expert, or you know the rules. You've had the demo or whatever it might be. You know how to like move mechs, fire weapons, work out heat. You know you can roll initiative and all of that kind of stuff. But how do you actually play it? And I thought about it. I thought that's a great question, because there's quite a few ways that you can actually play BattleTech. And I thought I'd put this video together, and I hope it helps people out who are looking for a way to get into BattleTech or understand actually how are people playing BattleTech. Now, originally when BattleTech came out, it was kind of considered to be a tabletop sort of board game as such. So you bought the box set, and then you play one mech versus one. I mean, it's a standard tabletop game, and it was last man standing kind of thing. There weren't any advanced rules in terms of forced withdrawal or anything like that. And then with the box set, you obviously, like reading through the main rule book and some of the lore, you understood that there were 4 mechs in a lance. So you did 4 mechs versus 4 mechs, and that was it. Nothing more complicated than that. And how I really started out was playing very much like that, just fun games. And then we went into and did a campaign, and that was fun. So you rolled up, you used, anyway, let me go through like a kind of more of a structured video. So yes, you can play it like as a tabletop game, 1 versus 1, and then you can just decide on whether you want to have 4 mechs versus 4 mechs. Decide if there's going to be any objectives with a seek and destroy. You can gather objectives, it's king of the hill, or you play a scenario. And then there's, in terms of scenario, there's loads of books out there. I'm not sure if they're still available on Catalyst website as PDFs. A lot of the old FASA books are out of print. I'm not sure if they've redone them, but like there's probably one, The Dragon Roars. That's some really nice, good scenario book based around the Clan Invasion, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was. And then Battle of Coventry, another fantastic one, again based around the Clan Invasion. This is probably a later era source book as such, but again you can play it. It's a starter book for classic BattleTech, Wolf and the Word of Blake. Again, just fantastic. And then so you pick out scenarios, and there's loads of other ones. There's the Kellhound books. I think Michael Stackpole had a hand in writing that as such, and again it just goes through scenarios through the different wars and houses that they played with. I'm sure there was another, there's quite a few others, like there's Fox's Teeth, for example, McCarran's Armored Cavalry, the Northern Highlanders one, and they've all got like scenarios that you can play, and that's just great. Then when you play as well, how do you determine your force composition? Back in the day, we played by tonnage because we were only playing in 3025 era. There was less of the min-maxing. You can use Mol, which is the master unit list. Go on there and play 2,000, 4,000, 10,000 points, whatever you think is appropriate. But you play the way you want to play. Have fun. Remember, it's a game. You're not playing it in any kind of tournament. And talking of tournaments, I know that there are nationals that are held by groups of people, and in the US it's a big thing, so that you get invited to the nationals, which are normally held at Gen Con. I know in the UK, a group of people are running the UK nationals up north. It was kind of tempting for me, but I'm not really a tourney player, because I guess I'm too competitive, so I enjoy playing narratively anyway. But their scenarios for the format for the nationals at the UK were very interesting, because they didn't use any tanks, which I think is a brilliant idea, by the way. Do correct me if I am wrong on that. I know probably in the US you are allowed to use tanks and stuff. And then yeah, so that's sorry. And then talking of tournaments, I know Catalyst at Games Expo last year, my the manager or the owner at my local store turned around and said that their Catalyst Games are looking at doing organized play, and that'd be interesting to see what they do along those lines, what kind of organized play they do bring out. I wouldn't hold my breath. Catalyst are pretty slow at initiating anything like that. So I am keen on it, especially if they do it at store level, which I think is really important. So anyway, that's how you generally play. Now you can take it to another level, and this is what I prefer, to be honest, and it's campaign play. So all you do is get a group of people together, ask if somebody wants to run it as a campaign, and if you don't, as a group of players, you can run it as a campaign, and just take turns running the opposition force. That's all you do. So, and there's great RPG books like Mech Warrior First Edition. I think actually all of the Mech Warrior books and the Mercenary handbooks and stuff that you can get out there, they tell you how to roll up a mercenary unit, whether it's going to be affiliated to a house or part of a house unit or whatever it might be. It's up to you. You can decide, wait a minute, we're going to do a company, have a lance each, or just go, no, we're going to do a lance and be part of a bigger force, and then just play a campaign game. Me and my cousins, we had a fantastic era of playing together, where we all took it in turns to run campaigns and scenarios, and it was hilarious. Yes, we suffered our fair share of deaths, and we had unlucky mechs. The Warhammer kept getting its head blown off all the time we entered the battlefield, and it was kind of like considered to be the coffin. It shouldn't be. It's an amazing mech, but that's just the way the dice roll sometimes. And then me and my friends have played games like that where we've had a GM and they run a campaign, and that's been really exciting and a lot of fun, because you can flavor the way that you want to play the game. You can all decide as a group, or the GM can say, this is the path I want to take the game to. Another aspect of this, and I'll probably do another video as well as part of campaign play, or sort of more kind of tournament play, is it scenario play? It's probably arena combat, and BattleTech Essentials brings that into context, where you're in an arena, you're fighting for fame and glory. The Solaris box set is out of print. It is out there. I'm sure people can get hold of it in terms of PDFs and things. But I am going to be doing my own set of rules for Solaris. Simplified, just really straightforward. And I am going to do another video on it, because I want to do a bit of a competition and fun stuff. And I will go through that separately. But again, Solaris is a great way of like changing things up and having a league table where you could turn around and say, look, you know what? There's about 5 or 6 players. We all are going to like have BV or whatever you want to do, or pick your mechs, or buy your mechs with C-bills. Decide on the era you want to play, and then just run a liga, and that's it for your arena. You might have some NPC stables, and that's a good way of like encouraging people to sort of think out of the box. So yeah, it's really nice. So you can consider that. So, and again, you can play solo play. Any of the formats I mentioned above, you can play solo. You could turn around and go, I 1v1 and play a solo game, or you know what, I want to play 4 dragons versus 4 enforcers. See how that compares, because it's going to be Draconic Combine versus Davian. Play the Stoner Scout Lance, 4 atlases. See what they can, take out as such. It's just fun. It's up to you to decide. Play the way you want to play. Don't hold back. Go, oh my God, there are no rules for it, I can't play. Make them up. It's only you and your friends who are playing it. It's about having fun, and that's so important at the end of the day. And then another way of playing it, obviously in terms of video games, so you've got Mech Warrior, you've got BattleTech from Hairbrain Games, even though you're taking out Paradox. And then Mega Mech as well. I use Mega Mech for creating mechs and stuff like that, and printing out sheets. But there's a good sort of AI-based campaign game in there. BattleTech is brilliant. So I hope that really helps you guys out in terms of how to play BattleTech. and it is a matter of having fun and go out there. Now, sometimes you might turn around and go, well, it's all well and good, you know, I know how to play the game, but I really want to play with other people, and there's no one around to play with. And I think that's what happened where I am, where yes, I can play with my friends I've grown up with, but you know, life and things gets in the way. So I demoed at my local store. I demoed at local events, and only because I'm passionate about BattleTech. I love the franchise. I love the lore. I love the mechs. So for me, it was just passion to demo games, introduce other people to it. Because of that, we have a really small group playing on a fairly regular basis. We've got plans to do more demos and things, and you will never know, you know. And again, when you do this, create a Facebook post, put it out there, you know, put it into the different BattleTech Facebook groups and say, hey guys, I'm running a demo. If you want to play, join in. Put it on your store's Facebook groups, the various skirmish groups or war game groups or Warhammer groups that your local stores might be having around. And because there are lots of people who have played MechWarrior, have played BattleTech, or know the franchise from the video games, and they want to understand it and play it, you know, and they'll come along and add a lot to it. Just bear in mind though that when you do this, and I have seen it happen, and I'm not gonna like try and like, you know, say this is, well, it is, but I think you've got to be careful when you have a new group of people and you get veterans who kind of gatekeep or go, oh, I only play clan, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, you are trying to build a community of people to play BattleTech, and you can't do everything at once, but you'll get to different eras at some point or another. And that's the other thing about BattleTech, is when you how to play, is picking the different eras. They're freaking amazing. The clan invasion was just an epic moment. Like, some people didn't like it because of the technology curve, but it was a great point in history for BattleTech lore. It shaped up the game, it shaped up the meta, it put the houses upside down, it turned everything on its head. And that was great for the game. Now, I particularly like the 3025 era, leading into the clan invasion. But there's no reason why you can't play it in the Word of Blake era, or the Jihad as such, or going to the Dark Age and the Ill Clan era. So again, that also adds lots of different layers to it. And you can turn around and say, look, you know, we might play 6 months of this and 6 months of this. You know, you can play across the timelines. And it's all about just enjoying the game the way you want to. Nobody's going to criticize you the way you play, because it's like you having fun. And that's what I think about, that's what I like about BattleTech, that it's open at any point to do various fun and good things. I hope this video helped. It's taken me a while to sort of like put my thoughts together about what I wanted to do, and I wish I could do some fancy damn videos with all the stuff on there and things, but I can't yet. I will try. If people want to help me, then please, you know, leave a comment below. But anyway, let me know how you play BattleTech. I think that's how I think, you know, you can share those ideas, and that's great. So leave a comment down below. If you did like the video, do like it and then subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks again, bye, and happy hunting out there. Cheers.